Welcome everyone to Dodger Stadium here for some Sunday Night Baseball as the Los Angeles Dodgers have a chance to become World Series champions with a win today in front of their home crowd. The Tigers have not been doing too well in this series. They're down 3-0 and their backs are against the wall as they need to win 4 games in a row to become champions, including 2 of them at Dodger Stadium. Even if we go to 2 games at Dodger Stadium, which, who knows, it's somewhat unlikely since the Dodgers are favored to win this game. Looking at each game in this series, all of them have been within 4 runs. The first game the Dodgers won by 4, the second one they won by 2, and the third game they won by just 1 run by a score of 3-2. Both lineups have been doing very well. The pitching has not been great for either team, especially Detroit, and especially Detroit's bullpen. The bullpen has been inconsistent throughout the playoffs, and it has not been good so far here in the World Series. Here is Detroit rookie manager Ken Riddick, and let's look at his lineup for today's game. Leading it off will be George Springer, followed by the red-hot Alejandro Alonso, Paul DeJong hitting third, Yasiel Puig at the 4 spot, Bobby Bradley, Odubel Herrera, Jake Rogers, Fernando Tatis, and the pitcher Alex Faedo rounding it out. Pitching for Los Angeles today will be the former Atlanta Brave Julio Teheran. In 2 playoff appearances, he's 1-1 with a 4.15 ERA, so he has not been great so far in the playoffs, but that's a small sample size of only 2 games. Paul DeJong has been very good in the World Series so far. It's the 3-2 count. He will strike out on the slider from Julio Teheran. 1-2-3 first inning for the Dodgers. Like the Dodgers also have a rookie manager as Dave Roberts and the team moved on last offseason. The Dodgers lineup for today will be Chris Taylor, who's been hitting very well in the World Series, followed by Michael Brantley, Corey Seager, Cody Bellinger, Jock Peterson, and some other names that I did not have time to read. Pitching for Detroit will be this year's AL Rookie of the Year, Alex Faedo, who in 2 playoff starts, both of them were no decisions, but both of them did end up being wins for Detroit. He has a 2.57 ERA so far, as he has been very solid for the Tigers. Michael Brantley is 6 for 13 so far in the World Series with 3 RBIs, as he's going to get walked here, so there's a runner on, and 1 out for Corey Seager is 5 for 15 with a home run so far in the World Series, as he's just a window shopper because he's just looking. Here's a look at the playoff bracket if you are curious. The Dodgers needed 5 games in the NLDS against Milwaukee, but swept Washington and are hoping they can sweep Detroit. Cody Bellinger has 2 home runs in the World Series. That one probably won't be 3. George Springer chasing it, and he will retrieve it to make the catch. Bobby Bradley dominated early in the playoffs, but so far in the World Series, he is an ugly 1 for 11. That one will likely make it 1 for 12. As Brantley is able to chase it down. It's 2-2 from a power-hitting outfielder Jock Peterson. Pitch from Faedo, 93-mile-an-hour fastball. That'll get him. 1-2 for Brandon Drury, who is hitting 500. 6 for 12 so far in the World Series, and that'll put him over 500. That looks like it'll be an extra base hit for Drury, and that'll be a 2-out double for the Los Angeles Dodgers, the first hit for either team today. The catcher Austin Barnes has a chance to drive in Drury home, and it looks like he will. That's a single into right. Puig has a cannon of an arm, but it won't be enough. And the Los Angeles Dodgers are on the board. They take a 1-0 lead off of the single by Austin Barnes. This is Alex Faedo's first at-bat of the postseason. Let's see what he's going to do with it, as that'll be a base hit into right field. The Tigers' first hit of the game is off of the bat of the pitcher, Alex Faedo. Faedo's postseason batting average is now 1,000. But it doesn't look like it'll matter as Justin Turner will make the play to end the top of the 3rd inning. The count is full for the former Cleveland Indian Michael Brantley, who got walked in his first at-bat, but instead in this at-bat he's going to be walking back to the dugout as he's just looking. The count is 2-1 for Yasiel Puig. Pitch from Teheran, that one's hit high, deep, but it should be caught by Michael Brantley. Still not much action from the Tigers' bats. The count is full for the 3rd baseman Justin Turner. And that'll get him looking. He doesn't like that one, but a nice pitch from Faedo to end the bottom of the 4th inning. The Los Angeles Dodgers still are on top. 1-0. Count is full for Brandon Drury. He's the only person tonight to have scored a run, and he's going to score another one as Brandon Drury will go deep into left field, and the Dodgers will take a 2-0 lead off of a 387-foot home run from the infielder Brandon Drury. Drury has been the unsung hero so far for the Dodgers in the World Series. I wouldn't be shocked if he gets World Series MVP. And that's if the Dodgers win this game, obviously, as Austin Barnes, the catcher, going down on the slider. Take another look. Nice pitch from the first-round pick back in 2017, getting Barnes out. Count is full for Chris Taylor. He's 0 for 2 so far tonight. And that'll make it 1 for 3 as that one goes past the first base line, and it's fair. Taylor, he will get a 2-out double. Nice hit from the center fielder. Brantley has a chance to drive him in, and it looks like he won't. But Tatis bobbles it. Does Brantley get there in time? Not quite. So despite Fernando Tatis botching it, he still gets the out. Eric Thames is in to pinch hit. That means Alex Faedo's day is done after 5 innings. And it looks like the pinch hit works, as Thames will get a no-out. Nobody out and a runner on for George Springer. That'll be a grounder to Turner, to Drury, to Cody Bellinger with a double play. Excellent defense from the Dodgers infield. The count is 0-2 for Alejandro Alonso. That one's high, deep. You can forget about it for rookie Alejandro Alonso. His first home run of the postseason. He hit a decent amount of a regular season. He hit like 20, but he has not hit any in the postseason until now. And the Detroit Tigers are on the board. Manager Ken Riddick is loving it. And Alonso with the bat flip and all, the 19-year-old with a beautiful home run. The count is 0-2 for Paul DeJong. He has a couple home runs in the World Series, but that certainly isn't a dinger. That's a strikeout, ending the inning, but the Tigers do get on the board with a solo home run from Alejandro Alonso. In relief for Alex Faedo will be the starting pitcher, Michael Fulmer. Fulmer has not been great in the playoffs, but he did win the Cy Young this year, so the Tigers do have faith in him. This is the first relieving opportunity of his career. Michael Fulmer has never been used as a relief pitcher until tonight, as his first batter, Corey Seager, will go down on the slider. The count is 2-2 for Bellinger. Pitch from Michael Fulmer. That one's going to be a grounder. Paul DeJong on the backhand. Got him! No, he's safe! That was an awfully close call. It looks like the manager, Ken Riddick, is out, and he will challenge it. Let's see if Bellinger was safe at first or not. Here we go. It looks like Bellinger barely was safe. So it looks like the umpire did make the right call. I'm pretty sure the Tigers will still try to challenge it anyway, because you only live once. And Lloyd McClendon, the hitting coach, will indeed give the thumbs up, the former Seattle Mariners manager. And let's see if the play gets overturned or not. And he is indeed safe at first, so the call stands. I do believe that is the right call, as it did look like Cody Bellinger was safe. Yes, he was. Count is 2-2 with 2 outs for Justin Turner, as Michael Fulmer is painting the corners. Turner will go down looking, so the 6th inning is in the books. Dodgers up top, 2-1. Count is 1-2 for Yasiel Puig. He's 0 for 2 so far tonight. That'll likely be 0 for 3 if Turner can track it down in time. And Puig will be safe at first with the infield single, as Turner was unable to make the play. And now here comes out the Dodgers manager. I guess he wants to talk with the refs to see if the ball went foul at any point. If it went foul before Justin Turner picked it up and attempted to throw it, which he did not throw it. Actually, no, that's not what they're doing. Julio Teheran is done for the day. I thought the Dodgers manager was going to challenge the play, but Julio Teheran's game is done after 6 innings. Very solid 6 innings of work. And Adam Liberatore, the veteran, is in. This is his 6th postseason appearance of the season. He's not doing great, as he has an ERA of 6.75. The Dodgers wanted to give Bobby Bradley a lefty pitcher, which makes sense, but it doesn't work as Bobby Bradley gets the base hit. That'll be a ground rule double. Puig would have likely scored from first, so the fact that it was a ground rule double is a huge sigh of relief for the Dodgers, but remember, there's still no outs, so Puig should be able to score. The Dodgers put in Laboratory to take on 2 lefties, and now there's going to be a few righties coming up, so Randall Delgado, a right-handed pitcher, will enter the game. Smart managing from the Dodgers, even though Bobby Bradley did get a hit off. 2-1 and 1 out for Jake Rogers, who got a base hit earlier, but he's going to strike out, and the Tigers need a single if they want to drive in Puig. And it looks like the Dodgers will intentionally walk Fernando Tatis, which is very strange because Tatis has not been hitting the ball well. Next up is the pitcher spot, so I'm assuming the Tigers will take out Fulmer and put in a pinch hitter. The Tigers are going to put in Jeimer Candelario as the pinch hitter. That one is going to get by the shortstop and a run will score. And the Tigers have tied this up off of the single by the DH, or the pinch hitter, not the DH, by the pinch hitter Jeimer Candelario. Take another look as that one barely gets by the diving glove of Corey Seager, and the Tigers have tied up this ball. Jacked for George Springer, who's 0 for 3 so far today. That is high, but not deep enough. The center fielder is under it, and he will make the catch as the Tigers do score a run, but leave the bases loaded. Tied up at 2 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. In for Jeimer Candelario will be the flame-throwing Jordan Hicks. This is his 4th postseason appearance. In 4 innings so far, he has allowed 2 runs and 7 His first batter will be Brandon Drury, who has been phenomenal tonight. And that will be another nice shot, but Springer is under it to make the catch. Count is 1-2 for the pinch hitter, Billy Hamilton. And that'll be a strikeout, ending the 7th inning, as the score will remain a tie at 2 apiece. Yimi Garcia will enter the game for the Dodgers. He has pitched in 7 playoff games so far. He has not pitched great, as he has an 8.10 ERA. Count is 1-2 for Paul DeJong. He does not have a hit tonight, but that'll change, as that one is fair down the third base line. DeJong headed to second, and that'll be a 1-out stand-up double for Paul DeJong. Now it'll be Yasiel Puig that'll get past Justin Turner for a single. DeJong will stay at third, so now there's runners at the corners. Double play opportunity for Los Angeles. This is a crucial at-bat for Bobby Bradley. That'll be a grounder to Bellinger. He'll get it to Corey Seager, but it's a bad throw from Bellinger. For one will score, and the Tigers take the lead. That should have been a double play, but a bad throw from the first baseman, Cody Bellinger. Paul DeJong will score, and the Tigers are now up top. That is a critical error by Cody Bellinger, as the next batter, Odubel Herrera. That one will get by the diving glove of a right fielder. Here comes the Tigers. 1 run will score. Another one is headed home. The throw is not in time, as Bobby Bradley is safe. 2-run score off of the triple from Odubel Herrera, and the Tigers are now up 5-2. What a chaotic set of events the past couple of bats work out for Detroit, as they are now up by 3 runs. Brad Brock has entered the game for the Dodgers. This is his 3rd postseason appearance, as Yimi Garcia was not pitching well. Brock has a 6.75 ERA in 1.1 innings, so he has not been too good. Runner on third and 2 outs for Fernando Tatis Jr. That one's high, deep into left center field, but Michael Brantley's under it. That'll end the top of the 8th inning. A very crazy inning, as the Tigers were able to score 3 runs. They are up 5. Jordan Hicks will remain in the game. His first batter is going to be Chris Taylor. He's going to strike out on the curveball. Count is full for Alejandro Alonso, who had a home run in the 6th inning, but he's going to strike out there on the splinter. Here comes in the closer, Felipe Rivero. He has pitched in 6 games this postseason. He is not allowed to run, and he has 5 saves. His first batter will be the lefty Cody Bellinger. That one is hit backwards. The catcher Jake Rogers should make the play, and he will. Now it'll be another lefty. The 0-2 pitch for Jock Peterson. He goes down on the slider, and the Tigers are 1 out away from winning Game 4 of a World Series. Justin Turner and the Dodgers are down to their final strike of the game, but that one will be a single, as Justin Turner will keep the game alive. 1-2 for Brandon Drury. He's had a big night, but that big night will come to an end as the Tigers end up getting the win by a score of 5-2. They win Game 4 of the World Series and will not get swept.
Hey, man!